It's Fate time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number 390. It's Avenger, Jeanne D'Arc in the Altar version, also known as the Jalter, from FATE Grad Order. Long awaited. I mean, if you're collecting the Fate series, I know you want this. I want this. And I've been waiting on this so long. It's been, I hate customs. This package has been in the country for a week before I actually got it, but here she is, so let's not waste another week, let's have a look. So you might be looking at this and thinking to yourself, Payne, what are you talking about? This is just a recall of Jeanne D'Arc, which you already reviewed. You're partially correct, but there's a little bit more to this character. I mean, first and foremost, she's evil, and that's always interesting, you know. Ain't that the truth? But first we're gonna have a look at her size real quick. She stands at about 14 centimeters to the top of her head, which means a little bit over 5.5 inches tall. Overall look and detail of the figure, the evil version of Jeanne D'Arc, so it's all in a black tone. She has the white hair and the kind of yellowish eyes, and that is the first sign of evil. Look at his expression. I love this expression. It looks so good. Even have like a little bit of a brighter line, a little bit of a pink line going around the teeth. You got the ornament in the hair and the white hair going around to give you a little spin around. Very nicely molded, lots of strains going down, and the one hair that sticks out over here. We got the armor pieces in the neck and chest area, all in a very nice dark metallic with the chain going all around. I mean, the design, guys. The design of this figure is already great, and arguably with the darker version that might be even more of an improvement. I mean, it depends on who you're asking. The boobage, yeah, that's right there. Let's not forget about them big buoys. And then we got the armor plates in the arms, more detail, paint job. I love the metallic on this. Because it's dark, but still shiny, the joints are sticking out a little bit because of that. But it's not really that much of an issue. Let's give you another overlook of the armor in the chest area. You got the panels on the side and the sword holster with some more nice detail, kind of like an emblem going on. And the way it's molded overall. I mean, look at this. Look at this shape. Look at the shape over here. It's beautiful. It's pantsu time. You got the plain black pantsu, nothing really interesting going on over there, and the stockings, knee socks, whatever you want to call it, going down to the heels with some more armor on it. Again, the paint job of that armor is really cool, and you got the pink in the tips all throughout it, and all over her dress is really like burned, cut up. It's evil. Now for your articulation, I'm going to start off with the hat. That's classic Figma stuff. You have a ball hinge that goes back and forth, tilts side to side, and goes all the way around. The range of motion is actually pretty nice because there's a lot of room in there. Now for the shoulder articulation, you have a pack which you can pull out for some very nice rotation. Goes up 45 degrees, and you can bring it forward, tilt it forward, and rotation. Also on the ball joint itself, that's on your bicep, basically, so that's really your bicep swivel. Then we got a single hinge in the elbow and a ball hinge in the fist. Can bring that back and forth, rotation. And you have this on a soft plastic piece just kind of stuck in there. So there's no movement in that. Moving on to the chest area, get some wiggle motion, get some rotation out of that. Goes all the way around and does tilt side to side, so that's okay. Let me get to the back real quick. You got this one panel which you can flip up as part of her dress. There's a butt also, let's not forget about that, very important detail, which you can rotate around. It is a ball hinge, so it does go up and down and has a little bit of rotation. Obviously it is blocked up there, so you're not really gonna get that much. Same for the panels, they are on ball hinges, go up and down, and rotation. Not really any, because this one is really close to the armor. The side parts of her dress are just soft plastic, so you're not really gonna get any movement, which I think is a bit of a bummer if you're gonna have a battle pose. This is always just down. Unless, I mean, you can heat it up, play around with it a little bit. Just some advice with the sword. Mine just fell off. I already had to glue it back on because it's not on a round peg. I just moved it a little bit and then it was off. But yeah, you can glue it back on. It's not really that much of trouble. But it might fall off again during the review. So just a heads up. You got rotation in the entire crotch piece. Can bring that back and forth with the pantsu. The legs are obviously blocked by the entire dress part. Does go out to the side, does go to the back if we're gonna lift this up. Let's see. Well, nice enough. We actually have a swivel at the knee socks, but it is very stiff, so also be careful with that. Got the single hinge in the knee, and the foot is on a ball hinge, so you can bring that back and forth and tilt it side to side oh so slightly. And there you got that. For your accessories, the faces, guys. They're evil. Everything is evil. I love these. These are so good. Just what do you want from me? And very dirty, almost poisonous look to the side. Amazing. Amazingly done, amazingly painted. Eyebrows and all the detail around the eyes and the eyes itself. So we got the open hands, we got two holding hands, and a little bit more of an angle to it, and two grabbing hands. Those are definitely booby grab hands. I mean, she's evil. She's going for those. Then we got the sword in a nice dark blue metallic with some red on it. I mean, then we got the little pink bulb at the end. So yeah, the detail on that is fantastic. And then we just have the handle to put that in your sword holster when she's not holding the sword itself. And finally, the big piece is the flag, just for like Jeanne D'Arc. It is the same mold, but it is a different paint shop. I just pulled this one out real quick. Here's the original Jeanne D'Arc emblem, and here's the altar. So we got some differences there, not just the paint job itself, but also the logo on it. But for the rest of it, the flag is, you know, it's basically the same. And then how you put this flag together, you have one piece to put it on and just the tip to put it over. So basically you put this in here and you put the other one up there. And why do you make this a free piece? Because you can also have the flag just rolled up as she uses it more as a spear if you want to, but here's like the tip of it, nicely molded again with the metallic paint shop. I love it. And for the rest of it, of course, you got your Figma back and your Figma base, which we've already seen. So let's move on. It's comparison time. Obviously, you gotta have a look at both of these regular Jeanne D'Arc and Jalter side by side next to each other. Obvious thing that pops into my mind is that the boobage has the same size as they clash like that. No, that just happened. All right, I put them next to each other, and that was the first thing that connected. Okay, hair. But you got the short hair and the long hair. The mold of it is basically the same, but obviously one has the long braid and the other one doesn't. Then the other thing that's different is the entire mold of her dress itself, because for Jeanne it's straight and for Jalter it's all ripped up, and you have the more pink tips, so that didn't even add some to it. So that was another thing that I really like. And I mean, what else do you want me to tell you? You can have a look at both of them. The mold for the rest of it is entirely the same. There's no differences in the armor parts, the sword parts. It's really all just on the same side, same place, and the same mold for both of these ladies. And you know, they both have a very nice look. So there you go. This is gonna do it for your comparison time. So that's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about Jalter? And I mean, the look should tell you everything. If you don't care about her, that's the look you're gonna get. So yeah, this figure is fantastic. I love it. And again, I'm going back to the beginning of what I said. Well, this is just a repaint. Yeah, sure. But with other companies, when they do repaints, it's often just the exact same figure with even the exact same faces and everything the same. And Good Small could have taken the easy way out, could have just taken Jeanne D'Arc and just put the dark paint job on it. Done. No. They made a new hair sculpt. Well, not a new hair sculpt. They took the braid out, and you have all the frizziness in the dress. again, that's how the character looks. But I'm saying, with so many repaints going around, a lot of companies don't do that. So I'm giving credit to Good Small for putting in the extra effort and delivering us an accurate and very well done Jeanne D'Arc altar. So 100% recommended. There is not a bad thing about this figure. I said the same thing about Jeanne D'Arc, and I'm gonna say the same thing about Jalter. She's amazing, and I love the darker color scheme, and I love the faces. The faces alone are almost worth the price. I say almost because, you know, it's still quite a bit. But anyway, that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure gameplay stuff and whatever Jalter wants.